Scrappy the Dog, written by Juanita and Ronald Destra, narrated by Trina High. Copyright 2014 by Ronald Destra and Juanita Destra. All rights reserved. No part of this book may be reproduced or transmitted in any form or by any means, electronic or mechanical, including photocopying, recording, or by any information storage and retrieval system, without permission in writing from the copyright owners. This is a work of fiction. Names, characters, places, and incidents either are the products of the author's imagination or are used fictitiously, and any resemblance to any actual persons, living or dead, events, or locales is entirely coincidental. To order additional copies of this book, contact Destra World Books Publishing LLC, 305-795-2232, www.destraworldbookspublishing.com. Dedication. Ronald. I respectfully dedicated this book to all parents, guardians, children, teachers, librarians, schools, churches, daycare facilities, and children organizations who interact with preteens 8 to 12 years old. My father, Ronald Destra, I also dedicate this book to you. And all my fans and supporters, you guys are awesome. Juanita. I dedicated this book to my husband, Ronald Destra, myself, nieces, and nephews. Once upon a time, there was a little dog who was abused and mistreated. Scrappy hardly ever ate, and he never had enough water. There were many nights he would go to bed hungry and thirsty. Scrappy felt so unappreciated and so unloved. Scrappy often found himself staring out the window of his home, thinking in his mind what it would be like if he could be free. He would imagine to himself what he would do when he grew up. One day, the door was left open and he ran as fast as he could to the door. Once outside, he ran wildly and carefree. Scrappy, not knowing what to expect, soon encountered some moments where he was afraid and confused. As nightfall came upon him, he did not know what to do or where to go. Scrappy soon found shelter in an abandoned building. Scrappy shivered and whimpered throughout the night as memories of home ran through his head. The sun was shining brightly when Scrappy exited the building the next day. As he looked to his left and right, he did not recognize anything or anyone. But as he took a couple of steps, he saw in the distance a group of dogs. "Woof, woof," Scrappy said. Scrappy perked up, thinking he had found some place where he could belong. Strolling over briskly, he was very excited, with his tail wagging and ears standing straight up. He made himself known to the other dogs. "What's up?" Scrappy said. "Who are you guys?" Snarling, a big dog who seemed to be the leader of the pack said,
"Go away! You're not one of us! Where did you come from?"
I really don't know," said Scrappy. "Can I hang out with you guys?"
"No," the big dog said. "Go away! We don't want you here!"
Scrappy backed away a bit and started to whimper once again.
"Hey fellows, look at that! He's crying! He is crying! What do we do to crybabies around here?"
All the dogs at once said,
"Give him something to cry about!"
"But what did I do?" asked Scrappy.
"Listen, kid, here's how you can prove yourself worthy to be one of us. Come on, follow me."
They walked across the street and went through the side gate of a house.
"You see that door over there?"
said the big dog. "Yeah," said Scrappy.
"Go in there and bring us out some food. Hurry! Hurry before anyone gets back."
I don't know," said Scrappy. "I can't go in there. I don't know who or what's in there." The big dog, without warning, pounced on Scrappy, and all the other dogs joined in. They beat Scrappy really badly. As he tried to run away, Scrappy ran head-on into the fence gate. When he fell down again, the beating started once more. A car door closing startled the dogs, and they ran away, leaving Scrappy beaten and bruised from head to toe. Seeing the dogs run by them, two children ran to see what had happened. Seeing Scrappy lying there bleeding and hurt, they called for their parents. "Mom and Dad, come quickly!" The father gathered Scrappy in his arms, took him inside, and began to clean his wounds. Everyone felt so bad about what had happened to poor Scrappy. His wounds were deep and needed medical attention. "We must get him to a doctor!" the children shouted. The family, along with Scrappy, all got into the car and drove away. The doctor bandaged Scrappy up and gave the father instructions about how and what to do until the follow-up on Scrappy. Taking Scrappy home, they made him as comfortable as possible. Scrappy never experienced love like this before. As time passed, Scrappy felt well enough to play and run in the very yard where the attack on him had occurred. It was now 1 year later, and Scrappy had become accustomed to sitting in the window of his new home to take in the warmth of the sun. No one had come to look for Scrappy, and it really didn't matter because he had found a good home and people who loved him. Suddenly, there appeared a light, brighter than the sun, and a voice only Scrappy could hear. "I've come to take you to a place better than where you are now. You will have a place right beside me," the voice said. Scrappy yelped loudly and barked uncontrollably. He seemed to be joyful and excited. Everyone ran to see what the commotion was about. As they approached Scrappy sitting in the window, he had passed away, gone to be with the voice of promise. Saddened, the children began to cry, shouting to Scrappy, "We love you! We love you!" "Scrappy is now in a better place," said their father. "I know he'll look down and think of you." Scrappy entered eternal bliss for dogs, his ears standing straight up and his tail wagging with a grin on his face. The end. This was Scrappy the Dog by Juanita and Ronald Destra. About the authors. As co-founder of Miami, Florida-based Destra World Books Publishing, Mrs. Destra and her husband provide professional publishing services, author services, marketing services, and promotional services to authors and business owners. Juanita Destra's author-friendly business strategy allows writers to maintain all rights, worldwide distribution, and 60% of net royalties from the company's roster of distributors. Add to that prompt, friendly, hands-on customer service, which truly makes Destra World Books Publishing one of the best independent publishing houses in the USA. Aside from her publishing expertise, Juanita has been employed in the medical field, which she strives to provide high-quality patient care. Ronald Destra, aspiring children's book author, illustrator, publisher, entrepreneur, and husband who resides in Miami, Florida. He's the co-founder of Destra World Books Publishing. Ronald is the illustrator, co-author, and children author of Hoppy the Frog, Fluffy the Bird, Scrappy the Dog, and Tommy the Giraffe. His purpose is to help young children learn that they do have a purpose in life and to never give up no matter what life throws at them.